All right, I think I'm just going to be talking about taking a break. Yeah, I think the COVID-19. I think it's going to be improving over here. I hope that people listen to think about the COVID, but a little break from this one. I'm just going to be talking about like the things going on in gaming like this, and yeah, I think I got the Xbox Series, but I couldn't get the PS5. Is because you know what, I just couldn't because people are scalping the things like no then tomorrow here, and but it's just scalpers. They have no life whatsoever. They just rack up the sales and then they just run up to here, and they have those bots, which means it's because of this. It's because you just can't get the PS5 because of these scalpers. They have no life, and I want a PS5, but the thing is, I'm not paying them. And then, and I think the last thing I'm going to be talking about is EA. And when was the last time I bought a new EA game? It's been about 14, 15 years since I bought an EA. Because, I mean, it just seems that they've gotten worse and worse and worse. A good thing is that Star Wars, EA just lost exclusivity for Star Wars, thank goodness. And it's just that, EA has, I mean, they don't care about the games anymore, gamers anymore. It says, backtrack is because, we're not going to live here. But, what it comes down to is they tried anti-consumer stuff. Well, there's some stuff over here at the Nintendo's I don't like about this one, is that they tried this here about the Super Mario All-Stars, and they're anti stuff over here. I mean, Super Mario 35, it's basically a free online service. It's going to be there for, not forever. I mean, they're going to be season March 31st. But EA, they turn microtransactions. It's up to a point where you are purchasing. You pay $60, I think $70 right now for the newer generations. But what you get for EA $70 games? I mean, it's a half game. Madden, I heard, was just buggy. And now they're putting TV ads in a game that you paid for. And on top of that, they just want to shove these microtransactions up the wazoo. And I bought the game. It's like, what am I doing? It's like I have to pay to go into a portal for whatever game it is, like the watered down game where you have to pay to play. It's just everything's premiums nowadays. And I'm glad that I boycotted the company for the past 14 years. And they've not improved. And I have to say that the EA's ultimatum is, start making good games for a change. And, they have to demonstrate that they care about the consumers. If they're just, if they want cash, you gotta earn the cash. Instead of milking the customers dry of money. And so, okay, I'm just gonna buy a fighting games. Yeah, I paid $60, but you only get a couple of you only get a few fighters here. Oh, you want to get a couple of more fighters? You have to pay us more money. It's like, yeah, you're getting 20% of the game. It's like it's like nowadays you're paying for a $70 demo. It's all you get for the EA. And the rest of the stuff you have to pay. I heard about something like hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get the complete game of the year. They're just not worth the $60, $70 anymore. And on top of that, EA just buys out companies this morning. They just buy out. They milk them. They eat up a company, and then they shut them down. They're still doing that today. Well, I think they're still doing that, but it's just the microtransaction stuff and what they're doing over here. It's getting worse and worse, and now they're putting ads now, and as long as EA continues that stuff, I continue to boycott them for things here. And the only thing I'm going to support them is nowadays is that I just go on good old games like this, buying old games on EA for maybe a couple of bucks DRM free on good old games. But that's it. I mean, if I want to support them, EA needs to make better games and care about the customers. They need to quit with these microtransaction stuff. And if they want to put DLC, put it in a way that's actually worth the money. And expansions and stuff like this, I'll accept expansion packs. I mean, I'll accept add-ons to the game as long as it's worth the money to pay things here. And if it's not, and that's not part of the plan in here for when you get in the game. The Sims, yes, I was looking for those expansion packs because they were worth the money. But the stuff, those microtransactions like this, that's not okay. And so my current views on EA, they're just as bad as they were 10 years ago. And they were the first to put DRM. I think they're just going to be, I bet you that they are going to go back on with those online passes, and they'll probably bring that back. And but EA, the thing is, I'll support you again if you turn around, start caring about your customers, and make the content worth the money, and make better games. Stop microtransactions, and actually care about their customers. Then maybe in the future I'll support you again. But and now EA, you're still not good, and that's my stance on EA. Yeah, that's it.